Hi, I'm Naomi, and welcome to SalonLife with WhatSalon. Today we have Alison joining us from AJC93. AJC93 is a creative PR and marketing agency devoted to the hair and beauty industry. Alison has a whole host of insights into how to grow your exposure and your clientele. She's working with us to plan Salon Summit. Salon Summit is an event we'll be hosting in Birmingham in June, and so I can vouch that she is at the top of her game.
Are you ready?
Welcome to another episode of Salon Life with WhatSalon. Everything you need to run, manage, and grow your salon business. This is Salon Life.
Alison, thank you so much for joining us today.
You're very welcome, Naomi. I'm delighted to be part of this.
We're so glad that you are. Could you just tell me a little bit about AJC93 and exactly what it is that you do?
Sure. We have been in business for just over 25 years. That's what the 93 means in our title. We were founded in 1993.
That's fantastic. That's a really long time.
It doesn't seem like it, but it's been great. We had a 25th year celebration last year, which was very nice. And
congratulations.
Thank you. Myself, I'm originally a hairdresser and worked in Scotland, where I'm from, and then worked in London with the hair company Wella and also with Trevor Sorby. Towards the end of my career with Trevor Sorby, I was involved very much in the organising of different events, PR. He'd launched a product line in boots, and I felt that this was an area really that I wanted to get more involved with. It still allowed me to stay within the hairdressing industry that I loved, but it gave me, new opportunities, if you like. I then moved back to Edinburgh, which is my hometown, and decided that rather than look for a job, I would try and create a job for myself. And that's when I started up AJC. And really over the years, we've just grown and developed. I started off, all those years ago, PR, it was very traditional PR. You'd mail out a press release by, snail mail, if you like. You would send out transparencies. You would then chase it up. It was a big day when we got our first fax machine kind of thing. So, technology has come on leaps and bounds since then. What we do and what we offer, we've had to keep up with everything that's been happening in the world and hopefully be early adopters and stay ahead of the game. So we now offer a whole lot of different services, online, offline. PR's changed beyond recognition. It's now a lot about social media. It's a lot about influencers, networking. PR has always been about who you know, even more so these days. We organise events. We work with product companies. We do marketing. We work with small salons. We work with big salon groups. So really, it's not just for us about doing one thing. It's about doing lots of different things and providing a great service to our clients.
It sounds very exciting. It's also very beneficial that you focus just on the hair and beauty industry, because it really gives you an edge against traditional PR companies, for example.
Absolutely. And I think the hair and beauty industry, although it's quite a small industry, it's quite a diverse industry as well. You have trade side of things. So if salons or individuals want to build their name up, whether they're educators or creatives within the industry, going along that route is something that I would recommend. Or you've got the consumer side of things as well, and which is ideal for brands. It is very, very diverse. We always say in the office that no 2 days are ever the same.
That's the way you want to live your life, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have that diversity.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, it's fantastic. And, it's great when you see a job come to fruition. We're, like you say, we're working at the moment on Salon Summit, and this is really nice to see it go through all its different incarnations, from the idea and the initial chat to pulling together all the speakers, getting the venue, and then, when it's over, it'll be great to look back on it. How good was that? Did it work? What would we change for next year? So you're always evolving and always developing what you do.
Absolutely. And there's so much more work that goes into events like that than you would expect, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely. I know. When you sit and kind of put your plan together and you think, oh my goodness, this is, it's crazy. It's so many different elements. And also you want the person person that comes to events, or you want you're dealing with any member of the press, be a good one. You want it to be a great experience for them. So I think it's down to attention to detail and making sure that you fully have all the information and you know what you want to do.
Yeah, have everything planned very thoroughly.
Sure.
You obviously excel at that. So could I just ask you, what are some tips that you would give to a salon that wants to grow their visibility?
I think, well, obviously to have a strong online presence at the moment is key. Yeah. Social media, your website, do you have a blog? How do you interact with people? Video is really important. You take prospective clients around a journey of your salon so that they can see what they're coming to. Give them a great visual picture so that when they do step inside the door, they recognise things. They instantly feel at home. Networking with different people, networking with your local area is really, really important. So I think having this strong presence, almost if you're looking at it from a client's eyes, what do they want to know? What's important for them to see and to know about? Make everything as easy as possible. People have a very low boredom threshold, so they'll get fed up if they've got to wade through lots and lots of things to get to the information that they need.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point. And do you find that there's a certain type of content that resonates best with clients for salons?
I think so. I think with salons, it does really need to be things that are visual. Make it as interesting as possible, make it as welcoming as possible, and also as professional as you can be. I think, clients have so much choice these days. So what's going to draw them into your particular salon? What's your key USPs? Are you great at colour? Yeah. Do you excel at long hair? What do you open on a Sunday?
Very good.
What's setting you apart from the others? Because there's lots and lots of great salons. There's lots and lots of really good hairdressers or beauticians. But what is your key USP? Why should someone come and visit you what makes you different from someone else?
It's really an opportunity to build trust too, isn't it? Before a client has ever stepped in the door, you can build a level of trust and familiarity and almost forge a relationship.
That's right. And it's the thing, if anyone sends an email or a Facebook or Instagram message to you after having viewed your pages, how quick you respond to that and how you respond to it is really, really important.
That's a very good point, the follow-up, because it's very easy to forget that, isn't it?
Oh, completely. It really is. And think, I'll come back to that in a minute. And then 2 days are gone.
You just get so busy.
Yeah, you get busy. So kind of really even set aside some time each day to kind of do a little bit of housekeeping on all your channels of communication to make sure that they're all up to date and that you're giving the right kind of information out to clients. That's really important.
That's very good. What are the most common reasons that people fail or give up when they're running a salon?
I think sometimes people expect great things to happen quite quickly. And I think patience definitely is a virtue. So sometimes people can get a little bored and think, well, we've been open now and this is not happening. Why is it, why are we not as busy as we were when we first opened? Because you can have that kind of sudden surge when you're the new kid on the block and then it filters off. So I think what I would say to people there is have a plan, maybe initially create a 6-month plan where you've got lots of activity. What are you doing on social media? Are you having a client event? Is there a seasonal theme that you could work to? Is it summer? Do you want to do a promotion on highlights, or if it's beauty, perhaps tanning, nails, eyelashes, all the kind of holiday fixes that people are looking for? Plan out what you're doing so that there's always some form of activity happening so that it keeps existing clients interested, but it helps you to get new clients in.
That's very good. And I really liked your point about having patience and how it takes time to build your reputation and build that strong clientele. Do you have a typical time frame that salons would normally start to build their reputation and kind of see that traction?
I think really it would take at least, if it's for a new salon that's starting, from scratch area, they've probably worked in the area before, but it's kind of their name above the door. I would say you would need to really seriously allow a year.
Yeah.
to go through the different seasons. You've got holiday times, or pre-holidays are usually really busy. You might have a quieter October, November, because clients like to come in December. So, work out what your year looks like, and then give yourself a full year. Study your figures, look at your analytics, look at client numbers. What can you do? When have you got quiet months? How can you help to build those?
Do you have any tips for that, for the quiet months?
I think, looking at different services that you can offer. And those, if it's quiet, people that are working in the salon have a little more time. So is it maybe that's the time then to add on complimentary services? Oh, we can give you a treatment, or give you a voucher for a treatment for the next time that you come in. If it's going to be a quieter time and they know that they've got a bit more time to spend with the client, because the more time you have to spend with the client, the more you can engage with that client and build up that relationship.
Oh, that's a very good point. And do you have any stories of salons who've seen great success?
I think the most successful salons are always the salons with a plan.
Very good.
We are very lucky to work with some really great salons that have grown over the years from one salon to 100 salons in, say, 25 years.
Sure.
That's an amazing achievement. But they've always had a plan. The plan has changed along the way, but they've always known what they wanted to achieve. And I think, goals, people talk about goals and achievements a lot, but for hairdressing salons, they can work. They can give you a path to follow. You might change route a little time along the path, but if you've got something to work to, it certainly does help.
So if I was opening a salon and I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed as to how to create an actual plan, that would be where you would come in, is it?
We can, absolutely.
You and help to devise.
Yeah, we do that a lot for clients and work. We have a client that we worked with, a guy in York, Ross Charles, and he's a great hairdresser, really, really good hairdresser. It's been a family business, and it's now his name above the door. And he came to us, we met him actually at an event, and we got chatting, and he said that, he wanted to achieve things not only for the salon, but for his team. He wanted to enter awards. He wanted to have a platform, for his style of hairdressing. So could we help him achieve that? And so that's it. We have an initial plan of what we need to do, which is revisited kind of every 6 months. Mm-hmm. And now, he's been a finalist for Men's Hairdresser of the Year. He's won several men's hairdressing awards. He's been on stage at Pro Hair Live and also at HJ Live and at Salon International. He was part of one of the finalists for the competition at the Alternative Hair Show this year. Now, all we've done there is helped him create the plan and facilitate it for him. We've not done the work. It's all his own work. It's all his haircuts. It's, his ideas and everything like that. But we've just helped. We've been the backup there. And kind of guided.
In my mind, it seems you would be a huge benefit as well, because you know the industry so well that you know the opportunities that you can open for people and connections that you can give that can kind of help somebody to sort of explode their exposure.
Absolutely. And that's really what it's all about. We know what's happening when, so we can say to them, you should be doing this. There's no point in employing anyone if they're not of value and being proactive and giving you the ideas, supporting you, giving you the connections. That essentially is what we do. So we're the kind of catalyst for all of these things. Everyone has a different plan. It's not kind of one size fits all. Yeah, exactly. So what do you want? And how can we achieve that?
And you had mentioned awards earlier. How important would you say awards are for a salon success?
I think they are very important. I think for lots of different reasons. I think, it's great to be recognised for your creativity or your business acumen. Absolutely. It's a fantastic recruitment tool.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
especially, recruitment is something that a lot of salons find really difficult these days. So it's a really good recruitment tool. People want to work for the best salon, and it looks at it as building. There's opportunities for them in the future.
Yeah,
so
people and it builds a level of trust in the client's eyes as well, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Clients love it. That's what a lot of our clients say to us. Oh, when we've won a certain award, our clients have loved that, and they've loved reading about it in the papers, in our local paper, or on our blog.
You're going to an award-winning hairdresser.
Exactly.
And we'll be having awards at the Salon Summit that we're hosting in June, so it's another opportunity for salons to get on board.
Which is
a little
fantastic.
plug there for our event.
No. That's going to be really good. Yeah, and it's nice to see how involved people do get in their awards entries as well. It's really
an exciting
great
process, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, very, very exciting.
So we kind of covered it already, but if somebody was opening a salon, is there any specific tip that you would give them, any piece of advice?
I think to do your homework on all levels, on the area that you're in, obviously your competition, work out what your USPs and your key services are going to be. Partner with a strong product company. There are lots of great product companies around, but select one that has the same ethos as you have. If you feel very strongly about environment, then there are certain product companies that have that ethos. And if you're working with a like-minded company, that's going to help make things so much easier for you. Great team behind you. Training is really important as well. And that's kind of sometimes one of the things that people put on the back burner when they open a new salon, because everything's kind of focused on getting the salon up and running, getting the clients and whatever. But you've got to continually keep on training and developing.
Absolutely. That's an excellent point, Alison.
That's very, very important.
That's very good. Alison, you've been so insightful. Thank you so much for joining us today.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
And we'll be posting all of our podcasts to our website at WhatSalon.com. So be sure to check out our website so you don't miss any further podcasts.
This was another episode of Salon Life with WhatSalon. Visit our site at WhatSalon.com for more episodes.